Hi there. This video is being created so that it will help teachers quickly learn how to use the test and quiz section of Music Teachers Games. Uh, I'm assuming you've arrived here at this page after clicking tests. You have to be logged in. You won't be able to get to the tests, nor your students will be able to get to the test unless you have logged in and registered, of course. Uh, and then one thing you need to know is that since all the tests are uh, available to students of all ages, the administrator, me, must approve all tests and quizzes before they're made available to the public. You'll be able to see them in your um, section as if you're logged in, and that way you'll be able to do the editing and stuff. But you'll have to wait until I approve them before they'll actually show up on this page here in this particular list here. So uh, the approved list. So let's get started and with this. Um, and I should also mention too first is that say you create a quiz and then it's been approved, and then you come back and oh I want to make a change or an addition. Once you make any additions or changes, it will have to be reapproved again. So maybe plan ahead, write all your questions and stuff out, and then type them all in at once so that you don't have to make too many changes. Anyways, so we click create a quiz, and you'll see in your list here you have no tests or quizzes yet. So let's create a new one. Click the new test button. And you'll see a tab here, and a second tab, and a third tab. Uh, you have to create the quiz title, category, and level first before you can add questions to it. So it's kind of like the container that holds all the questions. So you create your title, my first quiz or test, if you like. And then we're going to keep it theory and beginner. And you got to, first of all, preview and confirm. And then you say, oh, this is the way it's going to look. Great. Save and submit for approval. Perfect. All right. So now, oh, there it is in my list. Now I have at least one quiz that I can start adding questions to. So now I click that. Oops. We'll there we go. It cycles through back to the server. So then there's no and all questions in my first quiz or test list. The question list there is 0. So let's create a new question. So one of the things you need to remember to do is always click new question. And then click it twice just to make sure. And then this is my very first question. You type that in there. Now if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see that there's 6 tabs. One for the question, one for option or answer, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will say sometimes this is the answer or the option. Those terms are interchangeable with multiple choice questions. So now, once I've got this question tab selected and I type into the text editor here, all I have to do to add it to the question is that. Click the question, replace question text with text from editor. So we type into the editor and then I moved it down to here. So we'll do this for answer or option 1, the same thing. I can just replace this text up here, answer 1. And I can just click there and it's there. Perfect. Then I click this tab and we'll call it answer 2 just to keep things going. Answer 3. Answer 4. Answer 5. And so on. So now we have to pick now one of these 5 options. It has to be the correct answer, or else music teachers' games just won't know how to score it. So let's just pick, say, option 2 is for this one. And now you get to preview your question. So there it is. Da-da-da. Close, and now we will save and submit question for approval. Excellent. Makes the round trip to the server, and if you look here, question 1. This list will just be question 1, question 2, question 3 as you go through it. It doesn't give a title to each question. So let's go and add another question. So click new twice just to make sure. And then we're going to go why am I making this video? We'll put a question mark there. We'll be really formal. And then we'll question tab there. Why am I making this video? Okay, we'll click options. Let's click option 1. I am a really nice guy. Question mark. No question about it. And then we go to option 2. I want you to use this service. And then option 3. You deserve this. We all love music tests. And option 5, all of the above. And I'll replace it, and I'm going to say that that is the correct one. I'm going to preview my question. Okay, close, and then I'm going to submit the question for approval. New question saved. It's going to make the round trip back to the server, and it's been saved. Let's check it. There it is. Now, if you click this, you can see that I have these different questions that I can preview easily from this page. So now what you can do, if you needed to edit any of this, let's take this question. You click here and you'll see that the question then appears here. And then if you needed to make a change, you could do so. Say you decided that option 5 was really the correct answer. You'd switch it. Now notice that you can only have one and only one correct answer. So if you change the correct answer in any of these, it will remove it from any of the others. So you can't make a mistake that way. But just make sure you do select one correct answer, or else it won't score it very well. So then we preview this again, and then let's just save and submit. Since it's updated. Alright, so that's how you create your tests and quizzes. So now I'm going to pause this, and then I'm going to come back. I'll approve this so that you can see what it looks like when your students take the test. So I'm going to pause, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I went off and approved this quiz, and so let's just click the tests link. Now your test is showing up here, so if you click on it, students will see it in my very first question. And so to take the test, you just, I think we did this. You click the next, and all of the above. Your score is down here. It's 100%. And if you need to retake it, you can just click it from there. But now let's save the score. Excellent. Now you can go up to your profile. And your quizzes, my very first quiz, you got 100%. You are such a good student. Anyways, this is how you get around with all the tests. Hopefully this will help you out. Thanks.